I just spent 3 weeks and way too much counter space testing every budget air fryer that people actually buy. Not the ones influencers get sent for free, the ones you find on sale at Target or buried on page 2 of Amazon with 4,000 reviews. And I'm about to save you from wasting money on the wrong one. Because here's the thing, nobody tells you about air fryers under $100. They are not all the same appliance with a different logo slapped on the box. Some of these will overcook your fries into little hockey pucks. Some of them are so loud you'll think a leaf blower is running in your kitchen. And one of them, the one sitting on my counter right now, has completely replaced my oven for anything under 2 pounds. So I bought 5 of the most popular budget air fryers on the market, all under $150, and I ran them through the exact same test every single day for 3 weeks. Frozen fries, chicken wings, a whole small chicken, bacon, and reheating leftover pizza. Because let's be honest, that's half of what these things actually get used for in real life. I timed preheat. I measured internal temps with a probe thermometer, I tracked noise levels with a decibel meter, and I counted every single time the basket stuck or the non-stick coating showed wear. Let's start counting down from number 5, because the bottom of this list still beats anything Big Kitchen Appliance wants to sell you for twice the price. Number 5, the Gourmia GAF414. This is the 7-quart digital air fryer that keeps showing up in every best budget air fryer roundup, and I get why. At around $70, you're getting a genuinely large basket, 12 preset cooking programs, and a digital display that's actually easy to read without your glasses on. I cooked a full 1.5-pound bag of frozen fries in here in one batch. No shaking halfway through required because of the basket shape, and they came out golden and crispy in about 18 minutes. But here's where the Gourmia starts to show its budget roots. The fan is loud, like noticeably loud compared to everything else on this list. I clocked it at 71 decibels during peak operation, which is close to vacuum cleaner territory, and the non-stick coating on the basket started showing scratch marks after about 2 weeks of regular use, even though I was only ever using silicone tongs. If you need max capacity and don't mind the noise, this is a solid budget pick. If you live in a small apartment with thin walls, keep scrolling. Number 4, the Ninja Air Fryer XL. Ninja built its entire brand on kitchen appliances that just work, and this one mostly lives up to that reputation. At around $120, you're paying a bit more than the Gourmia, but you're getting a 5.5-quart basket, a max crisp function that genuinely gets food crispier than the standard setting, and one of the quietest motors I tested this whole month. I measured it at 58 decibels, which is a real difference you can hear the moment you turn it on. Where the Ninja actually surprised me was reheating. I threw 3-day-old pizza in there on the reheat setting and it came out with a crispy bottom and a properly melted top. None of that soggy microwave texture. That alone might be worth the upgrade for some of you. The catch is capacity. 5.5 quarts sounds like a lot until you're trying to cook wings for 4 people. And I found myself doing 2 batches more often than I wanted to. If you're cooking for 1 or 2 people, this thing is basically perfect. If you're feeding a family, you'll be doing math with batch sizes. Number 3, the Instant Vortex Mini. Now before you write this one off because of the name, hear me out. This 2-quart air fryer is not trying to be your only kitchen appliance. It's trying to be the fastest, most efficient way to cook a small portion without heating up your whole kitchen. And at around $60, it nails that job completely. Preheat time was under 2 minutes in my testing, genuinely the fastest of anything on this list. I made a single serving of chicken tenders in 11 minutes total, start to finish, which is faster than most ovens even finish preheating. The 7 customizable programs cover everything from reheat to dehydrate, and the touchscreen is more responsive than I expected at this price point. The obvious limitation is capacity. 2 quarts is genuinely small. We're talking 1 serving of fries or maybe 2 small chicken breasts side by side. This is not a family appliance. This is a college dorm, studio apartment, or single-person household appliance. And for that specific use case, it might be the single best value on this entire list. Number 2, the Instant Pot Vortex Plus 6-quart. This is where things start getting genuinely impressive for the price. At around $100, you're getting 6 quarts of capacity, which comfortably fit a full 2-pound chicken during my testing, 7 one-touch programs, and something the cheaper options on this list don't have, a rotisserie function with an included spit. I roasted a small chicken using the rotisserie setting and the skin came out shatteringly crisp, genuinely restaurant quality, something I could not replicate on the Gourmia or the Ninja no matter how I adjusted settings. The even heat technology actually delivered here too. I ran the same frozen fries test I ran on every fryer, and the Vortex Plus produced the most even browning of the whole lineup, with almost no pale spots in the corners of the basket. Noise sits sits in the middle of the pack at around 63 decibels. Not whisper quiet, but far from the Gourmia's leaf blower situation. If you want the closest thing to a full rotisserie oven experience without buying an actual rotisserie oven, this is your pick. The only real downside is the footprint. This is a genuinely large countertop appliance, so measure your cabinet space before you buy. And that brings us to number 1, the appliance currently sitting on my counter that has functionally replaced my oven for weeknight cooking, the COSORI TurboBlaze. At around $130, this is not the cheapest option on this list, but after 3 weeks of daily use, it's the one I'd actually recommend to almost everyone. The TurboBlaze uses a dual blaze technology, essentially 2 separate heating elements you can control independently for the top and bottom of the basket. This sounds like a gimmick until you actually use it. I cooked chicken wings using high heat on top for that crispy skin and lower heat on the bottom to avoid burning, and the result was genuinely better than wings I've made in a full-sized convection oven. No flipping required. The 6-quart basket handled a full pound and a half of wings in a single layer without overcrowding, and the app connectivity, which I was fully prepared to hate, actually turned out to be useful. I could check cook progress and get notified when it was time to shake the basket without walking back into the kitchen. The preheat is fast, the noise level came in at 61 decibels, quieter than both the Gourmia and the Vortex Plus, and after 3 weeks of near-daily use, the non-stick basket shows 0 visible wear. The one real drawback is price. At $130, you're paying more than double what the Gourmia costs. But when I factor in the cooking performance, the even heating, the durability I saw over 3 weeks, and honestly how often I reached for this one over the other 4, it earns the top spot. So here's how this breaks down. If you want maximum capacity on the tightest budget, the Gourmia GAF414 gets the job done. Just expect some noise. If you're cooking for 1 or 2 and want speed above everything, the Ninja Air Fryer XL is the move. If you live alone or have limited counter space, the Instant Vortex Mini is the best small footprint value on the market right now. If you want a genuine rotisserie experience and don't mind the larger footprint, the Instant Pot Vortex Plus is unmatched at its price. And if you want the single best performing air fryer regardless of price, and you're willing to pay a bit more for it, the COSORI TurboBlaze is the one I'd tell my own family to buy. I bought every single one of these with my own money, no sponsorships, no free units sent by any of these brands, so you're getting the actual truth about what performs and what doesn't. If this video saved you from buying the wrong air fryer, let me know in the comments which one you're going with, and I'll see you in the next one.